I refuse to be poor. Write this down. P-O-O-R. Write that down. It's an acronym, so I'm going to give y'all some time. P-O-O-R. And this is what it stands for. This is what it stands for. I'm going to say it a couple times. Poor in mindset, poor in emotional feelings, poor in bank account, all this kind. I refuse to be poor. What is that? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. One more time. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. I'm not going to do that in 2025. I got a vision. I have a goal. I have things that I would like to do. I refuse to be poor in mindset. I refuse to be poor in my ambitions and in my goals. And I refuse to do that. And what is poor? P-O-O-R. Class A.
Passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Man, y'all better say it with your chest. One more time. What is poor?
Passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Now you could say, Mr. Caleb, you don't understand my life. Right? Can I give y'all like a little rewind a little bit about, my story and how I got here? So, everything was going great. This is a couple years ago, right? I'm traveling all around the United States. I had a moment where I went to the T-Mobile Arena in Kansas City and got to speak for 40,000 people. Don't believe me? I got the video, but my phone is charging. You know how it is, T-Mobile, it don't be, anyways. So, 40,000 people, it was great. I almost died in a private jet. So she's like, what happened? You can't just skip over that. I'll tell you. So what happened was that I was flying with the CEO. He said, hey, we're going to go from here to Denver, Colorado. So I said, all right. So we got into the jet, and when we got in, I'm used to Southwest, Delta, Spirit. I'm used to that, So when I got in, I sat down, and they had Snickers and candy and Twix and gum, what was it called, extra. I went back and I was like, oh, they ain't gonna give me. I sat right there and I kind of looked at it. I said, it looks good, but I'm not gonna get it because I'm gonna have to pay for it. Like, I'm not getting it. So the flight attendant come walking around and stuff, and she see me eyeing candy. She says, you can take that. I was like, no, I'm having pork. Right? I said, I'm not gonna get it. She's like, no. She said, you know that it comes with the flight. I'm like, really? So she said this. Be the last one to get off the flight, and I'll load your bag up. I'm like, say less. Say less, right? So then we start going up on the flight, and then as we start going up there, everybody's like, fasten your seatbelt and stuff. I don't know what it is about CEOs, but they too cool. Nobody had their seatbelt on me. I'm like, right? Glad that I did. As the jet's going up, you hear, gets a little bit higher. We got a little bit higher. I'm like, what in the world is going on? All of a sudden, the plane tips like this. I'm like, now everybody. I'm like, I already got my nose, so I'm good, right? Everybody getting their seatbelt on. The pilot said, we need to make an emergency landing. They go around, they land. Y'all, I think it's my fault. The flight attendant forgot to seal the door. We were 3,000 feet up in the air, and the wind that they heard was the wind that was coming into the plane. If we would have got a little bit higher, it would have ripped the plane off, and we would have got sucked out of the plane. But I stopped to say that plane couldn't take me out because I was supposed to talk to y'all. I want you to make that personal. What is it in your 2023? What is it that the doctor has said? What is it that you have said to yourself that is like, no, girl, I'm not going to be passing over opportunities repeatedly. I'm supposed to be here. Repeat after me. Say, I'm. Talk to me one more time. Say, I'm supposed to be here.
Supposed to be here.
I'm almost done. Y'all can, cut out and be like, oh, girl, you got the sweet potato pie. Is it sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie? Sweet potato pie. All right, anyway, so that happened with the jet flying all around and stuff, and then all of a sudden the pandemic happened. Now the thing with the pandemic is that you can't travel, but my work was to travel. I'm doing all these great things, and all of a sudden I get an unexpected email saying, excuse me, sir, your position no longer exists. Just like that. I thought I was important, and all of a sudden, right down to the ground, right? I'm sitting there like, what am I going to do? They gave me a severance package, and they said that, you can go along your way, and I said, you know what? Next year is going to be my year. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Everyone say 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! I'm sitting there, everybody's excited and stuff. Me, I'm stressed. I'm like, man, I don't know what this year's gonna bring, right? So, but I was like, oh, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. In the morning, I'm gonna go get me some coffee. 9:36 a.m. January the 1st of 2021. Flashback. Here we go. I'm good and ready to go get some coffee. Y'all already know where I went to go get my coffee. Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Starbucks.
See, y'all bougie. Dunkin'. See, again. Let's go. Hey, three times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right? I went to Dunkin'. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I was going on the budget. I was an entrepreneur, you know. I was just starting off. And as I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts, all of a sudden, then let me see if this works. Please work. For offense. Boom. That happened. I don't know if y'all can see it. Please hold.
They're not real.
Can you see it now?
That's not gonna help me.
So, let me kind of explain to y'all what happened. As I'm going through Dunkin' Donuts, I'm going through the green light, another person runs a red light. The silver car runs a red light. I see him coming, and all I say is, oh man, he hit my car. He hit my car so hard that my car goes into a 360, but he's going so fast that his car keeps going straight. His car hits a light pole and folds around the light pole. His car hit the light pole so hard that the power line fell off and landed on top of my car. Now, when I walk out of the accident,
No.
when I walked out of the accident, I stepped over the power line, literally. If I believe it's on this picture right here, you'll see the power line that's down. I stepped over the power line, and I looked at the other guy's car, and I just knew it. I'm like, there's no way that he made it. Luckily, people came and helped him and pulled him out of the other side of his window. The only thing that happened is that I have a cut on my foot, still have a scar, and the other gentleman, he peed on himself. That's it. That's all that happened. But that was my first day in entrepreneurship. Somebody would say, if you almost got stuck out of a jet, and you got a severance package, and your first day, hey, don't you might as well get a signal? Stop, bro. Stop, right? But this is the thing. Life, write this down. Here we go. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. No, say it again. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. And I'm making my last point for today. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. Popcorn, my guy with the Nike. What's your name, man?
Jetson.
What is it, Jetson?
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Everyone say, what's up, Jetson?
What's up, Jeff?
Jetson, talk to me, man. What does that mean to you? Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. What does that mean to you?
For me, life is a lesson,
Life is a lesson.
not error. So that means we don't make error. We learn from what we went through.
I like that. No, don't clap. Snap it up for Jetson. Snap. Right? Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. Smiles. You were smiling the time I got in here. What does that mean to you?
Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best out of you. Pretty much like everything we go through is to make us a better version of ourselves.
Better version, right? I'm gonna be a better version of me. Like we did the yoke thing and stuff. We're breaking the yoke. It's just like, look, too many bad things have happened. Somewhere, somehow, it's got to turn around for me, right? It somehow, some way, as the song says, sooner or later, it'll turn in my favor, right? I want to let y'all know how life is actually going to go this year. What kind of A is this? We took go to school right quick. What kind of A is this?
Lowercase.
Okay, what kind of B is this? All right. The capital A and the capital B is capital moments in your life, capital moments in your 2025. Everything you touch turns to gold. You can look back and see where you come from, look forward to see where you're going, and then have gratitude for where you're standing right then. You are on top of the world. Everything that you touch turns to gold. But as the world turns, see, I don't think I was old enough. See, I caught that, right? days of our lives, all my children.
Come on.
And then if you got to, stay up a little bit, you got Martin and Mauricia. And then at the end of the night, it's the Simpsons, and the mom's like, turn that TV off. Right? So y'all didn't have class. I was like, oh my God. So y'all was like, what are you talking about? Right? So as the world turns, you find yourself in a lower case, a lower space, or a lower place in your life, right? But it's so interesting about lower cases, lower spaces, and lower places in your life. There's a quote that says this: the dark days came to make you strong. Or maybe, just maybe, you were already strong, but your dark days made you prove it. It's your proving ground when you get in lower cases. Your capital moments are there to establish your confidence, but your lowercase moments are there to build your character. Anything that you want to build, you can't build it from the sky down. You have to build it from the ground. When people thought that they buried you, they didn't know that you were seeds, so they didn't bury you. They actually planted you, right? So when it gets to a point where I'm in my lowercase and I'm covered with dirt, maybe you don't understand that you're covering me with something that's supposed to grow me, right? What dirt do you personally have in your life that's like, oh, no, that's there to grow me. This didn't happen to me, it happened for me to bring the best. Y'all better talk to me, right? It didn't happen to me, it happened for me to bring the best out of me. And then I'll even say this because, we were talking about church. It says, yea, though I walk what? Through the valley. Let me tell you, vocabulary is so important, especially in the scriptures, right? Because it says, yea, though I walk through the valley. It didn't say, yea, though I walk in the valley. Because in means there's no point of exit. But when they said through, that means there's a place where I go in. There's a place where I gotta stay. And then there's a place where I gotta. 2025 is where I exit, right? 2025 is my year that I exit into new heights, right? I'm exiting out of my lowercase and I'm going back to a capital. Y'all are like, I hate when life goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Mr. Caleb, I hate it. Let me tell you, I don't, because it reminds me of a heart rate monitor. When the heart rate monitor goes up and down, friend, is that a good sign or a bad sign? Why? It shows that you're still alive, right? You're still here. Through accidents, you're still here. Through stuff that probably happened over your head, you're still here. Through 877 calling you saying, hey, are you going to pay for this? You're still here, right? I'm not jumping to conclusions. I refuse to quit. There's a poem that goes like this. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, and the road that you're on seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, you want to smile, but you have to sigh, man. I'm feeling all right. When life is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Don't quit on your vision. Don't quit on your dream. Don't quit on your goal. Don't quit on you. You may have quit on the job. You may have quit on the family. But the person, Caleb Wesco, I'm not quitting on you, man. I'm not quitting on you. You got something to offer. You got something to bring to the table. You are special. You are working. And there are things that you haven't seen yet, man. 2025, you got to step into some big things. Sorry, y'all, I'm talking to myself. You're going to do some big things, man. You're going to do some awesome things. We are not going to be poor when it's poor.
Twice the opportunities repeatedly.
We're not going to do it. Why? Because this is the moment. Not only is it a moment for me, but this is a moment for each one of you that are sitting in this room today. But with each moment, it always brings company, and that company is fear. But your want has to be greater than your fear. Your desire, it has to be greater than your fear. Your what? Faith. It has to be greater than your fear. Now, you already know the acronym is coming. Because I hit y'all with poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Can I hit you with another one? Get your pen ready. Get your pen ready. Faith. F-A-I-T-H. Fear ain't in this house.
Come on. I love it.
Fear ain't in this house. I want y'all to say that with me. Say, fear ain't in this house. And you better say it like you mean it one more time. Say, I saw some of y'all throw your eggs down. I am going to pick on some of y'all. Y'all say yes. But my friend over here, she said, God. And then she said, sorry. No. I'm not apologizing for anybody. I'm walking out of stuff, right? One more time. Repeat after me. Say, fear ain't in this house. Fear ain't in this house. Your want has to be greater than your fear. Your desire has to be greater than your fear. Your faith has to be greater than your fear. There's a guy, he said it like this. He said, if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all the terror of the opposition for it, everything that you want, you can have. Say, I will have it.
Will have
One
it.
more time, I will have it. Let me tell you, you will go through some lowercase moments in your life, but remember, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to bring the best. And I'm going to give you the last one, then after that I'm going to go sit down because it's time for y'all to put your vision boards together. And this last quote goes like this. Just in case you feel like you're in a rock bottom moment, just in case you feel like, oh, these things aren't working for me, I want you to remember this. I'm getting better every day. I'm under temporary construction for permanent improvement. I'm going to drop that one more time. I'm under temporary construction for permanent improvement. If I get to rock bottom moments, it's all right because all I know is this. It's that a ball that doesn't hit the bottom, it can't bounce back.
Love it.
A ball that doesn't hit the bottom, it can't bounce back. That quote that I said before, because I see that you're writing, is that remember, I'm getting better every day. I'm under temporary construction for permanent improvement. Temporary means it won't be like this always. Temporary construction for permanent improvement. And just in case you feel like you're in your personal lowercase moment, a ball that doesn't hit the bottom, it can't bounce back. So I need to do roll call right quick. What's your name?
Angie.
Real name. Real name. Come on. Go.
Quentin.
Haley. Bria. Kendra.
Leandra.
Trace.
Jasmine. Brittany. Kaisha.
Siobhan.
Mike.
Joshua, man, I saw you coming here like, man, what's going on? I want y'all to give yourself a big hug. You have come this far. I need you to tell yourself, I'm proud of you. I'm proud, whatever that means to you. Right? Oh, I saw you come around the corner with name.